Ok, da vi på banen igjen. Dette tekniske problemer. Da begynner vi. Vi kan ta for oss denne uken som har vært. Markedet i sin helhet. Oppganger og nedganger. Det er mye spennende som har skjedd.
Krypto har gått litt.
Krypto har gått litt. Det er mange som spekulerer på hvorfor. Mange som egentlig ikke helt vet. Det har blitt spekulert i en slags form for short squeeze i bitcoin. Og det tror jeg mest sannsynlig kan være årsaken. Men det er det da. Who the fuck knows? Hvem er Satoshi liksom? Det er jo det 21. året, det er et store spørsmål.
Jeg har hørt at det er CIA, ass.
Jeg har hørt at det er... Hva faen var det jeg har hørt at det var ennå? Det var... Hal Finney har jeg hørt at det var.
Ja, ikke sant?
Han nedfryste i en sånn der nitrogen tank i California.
Han lagde det i en...
Han daua, så frøste han ned i
Han
en
er ikke død hvis han har fris, da.
Nei.
Han bare satt livet på pause.
Ja, akkurat det. Han har satt livet på pause og lever i beste velgående i en tank full av nitrogen, flytende nitrogen.
Ja.
Tror jeg.
Det er jo litt evig spørsmål, da. Krypto.
Ja, det er det.
Er det skam, eller er det fremtiden?
Etter min mening så vil jeg si at det er fremtiden. Så det er det absolutt. Altså, hvis vi hører med de som har peiling, og de som virkelig kan det, så sier jo de at krypto er the way to fucking go, liksom.
Ja, jeg er egentlig enig, men det som interesserer meg litt da, på den andre siden, det er, jeg har sett en eller annen video mange ganger på TikTok eller Instagram eller noe sånt. Det er sånn en eller annen gammel fyr, tilsynelatende veldig sånn erfaren bankmann. Du vet kanskje hvem det er, jeg tror ikke det er Warren Buffett, men han sier sånn I know the owner, the maker of Bitcoin. I know who made it. And if you would know who made it, you would fucking run.
Jeg vet det er han gamle gubben.
Ja.
Jeg husker ikke hva han heter.
Hvem er han gubben?
Nei, han er late bloomer på TikTok, ass.
Warren Buffett.
Nei, det er ikke Warren Buffett. Det er en annen jævel. Jeg husker ikke hva han heter. Whatever. Samme det.
Hvor gammel er Warren Buffett egentlig?
Nei, han er jo oppe i 70-åra. Jeg vet ikke, ass.
Ja, sjukt at han lever, ass.
Nei, men det er det. Nei, men Dimitri, har du fått vært med på bitcoin-oppgangene i de siste ukene?
Nei, for å være helt ærlig så driver jeg bare og samler opp litt cash. Jeg har tenkt til å kanskje begynne å kjøpe meg en litt i løpet av de 2 første kvartalene i 2023. Men jeg har lyst til å se det litt an. Det har gått litt opp igjen nå, men det er mange som mener at det skal enda lenger ned. Så da holder jeg meg litt i ro. Har litt is i magen så lenge.
Det er det, vet du. Alex Baker mente jo at det kommer til å komme et bullrun nå i bitcoin opp til $25 000, og så kommer det til å falle videre nedover. Og han pleier å være ganske on spot med sine prediksjoner. Predictions. Så jeg vet ikke, det er spennende for meg. Vi har ikke nådd den toppen ennå, men jeg tror absolutt det kan skje. Vi hadde noen helvetes trading runs når det holdt på med det der, og da hadde vi litt for store baller, ass, og smelte inn på tusenlapper med 126 i leverage, og det gikk jævlig bra en periode, ass, helt til det ikke gikk så bra. En eller annen motherfucker som hadde bestemt seg for å dumpe all bitcoin han hadde plutselig. Så da ble vi faktisk likvidert, og så spratt den rett opp igjen.
Sånn er det, vet du.
Ja, det vet du, det er jo det som er greia, man kan jo ikke gjøre noe med sånne ting. Sånne ting skjer, og det er jo derfor disse bottene og algoritmene ikke funker, vet du. For ingen kan forutse at en eller annen pappagutt skal cashe ut alle
bitcoin. Da er de valene, da. The whales.
The fucking whales, liksom.
Så det er jo de som styrer kursen.
Det er det, vet du. Vi fucking helvete, ass. Nei, men det er spennende. Jeg er bullish på krypto generelt, ass, og...
Ja, jeg er helt enig.
Jeg tror ikke vi har sett bunnen av bear-markedet helt ennå. Det er min mening. Men overall så er jeg bullish på det. Jeg tror det kommer til å... Jeg tror 2023 kan være året, ass, hvor ting skjer. Men I'm talking with my head out of my ass.
Ja. Ja, den er ofte
På akkurat
inni
det.
oss, da, for å si det sånn.
Ikke sant?
Ja.
Ikke sant? Så det er jo det, da. Det har jo vært hot topic de siste ukene.
Ja.
Akkurat det.
Ja,
Men fy faen, ass. Ja,
sånn er det.
sånn er det. Men
Ja, men det her gjør ikke så bra, det.
Nei, det går skikkelig dårlig. Men det er bare, vi bare klipper det etterpå.
Ja.
Så det går fint at det er en pause.
Vet, jeg har hørt litt på sånne podcaster og sånn i det siste. Det er jo ganske kjedelig jobb, ikke sant? Man har på å gjøre. Få litt input.
Ja.
Så har jeg begynt å høre litt på sånn Bærum og Beyer, da. Hører du på det, eller?
Ja, jeg har hørt på Bærum og Beyer. Jeg synes første TV-serien Bærum og Beyer synes jeg var litt morsom, ass. Selv om det bare var
Det har jeg ikke sett, ass.
det var helt sykt rip-off av The Eric Andre Show, ass. Jeg
Jeg har hørt det, så de ble plagierte hele dritten og ble litt sånn rævpult på grunn av det.
Jeg har aldri sett et show som har så mye plagiat som Bærum og Beyer.
Ja, det gjør det ikke heller så.
Ja, de gjorde straight up bare rip off hele dritten, ass. Det var helt likt. Jeg skjønner ikke hva faen de tenkte på.
Ja.
Weird, ass.
Eric Andre er jævlig lættis.
Ja, Eric Andre er jævlig lættis.
Det ble litt revet med, liksom.
Free the dick, liksom, på Instagram. Free the nipple og free the dick.
Hvor kom det fra?
Det er Eric Andre, ass, som bare kom med free the dick, liksom. Begynte å legge ut nakenbilder av seg selv på Instagram. Han bare kjøttet den med en gang, men han prøvde da.
Ja, men uansett da, det er jeg veldig frem til da, med Bærum og Beyer. Det jeg synes er jævlig sjukt med dem er at de tar hver podcast er ett take, ass. Ett fucking take. Da sitter jeg og klipper og dritt og lort, ikke sant?
Jeg lover Joe Rogan klipper.
Ja, ikke sant?
Det er lov, ass.
Ja,
The King.
det er det, ass.
Joe the man.
Joe, Kanye West.
Joe DiMaggio, Kanye West.
Men,
Det trenger vi ikke å gå inn på noen annen.
Apropos dagsaktuelt, da, hva faen var greia med det?
Hva da?
Altså, Kanye bare bæsja selv mer og mer på leggen, liksom.
Jeg tror jeg har ikke peiling
Det var
på
det
det.
siste jeg hørte han drev og kjøpe noen sånn nazitegn.
Ja, han har laget en kleskolleksjon hvor det står J, men det ser også veldig ut som en swastika, da. Så det er liksom
Han tror det er meningen.
100% meningen, ass.
Jeg har ikke sett bildet, så det er litt vanskelig å si, men
Ja, det er i
jeg skjønner jo ikke karen, men det er litt rart for meg å tenke på at han liksom skal lage designet T-skjorte med nazitegn på, liksom. Hvorfor faen skal han være nazi, liksom?
Han har ikke, det er jo ikke nazitegn. Det står jo J i nazi-swastika-style, liksom. Det er weird, ass.
Ja.
Ja, det er noe Kanye. Han er jo musical genius.
Ja, kanskje bare han som ikke ser det.
Ja, det er det, vet du.
Ja, det med gay fish og sånn.
Ja, ikke sant. Ja, det er fucking noe, ass. Han er jo genius, da. Han har jo laget noen syke
Man skal
banger.
jo skille kunsten fra kunstneren, ikke sant?
Jo, han må jo det, liksom.
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson, ikke sant?
altså, det er jo ingen som kan deny at musikken hans er bra. Men nå har det seg kanskje sånn at han kanskje var et helt forferdelig menneske. Men Macaulay Culkin hang jo med han en del da.
Ja, Macaulay Culkin mener at Michael Jackson var the nicest guy ever.
Ja, jeg røkket weed med Michael Jackson.
Ikke sant? Det er crazy greier, ass. Ja, I don't know.
Så, Emma, what do you think about Michael Jackson?
That he's still alive or what?
No, that...
Is he pedophile? Is he a nice guy? You know?
No, I think he's a freaky. He was a freaky guy
Yeah.
who had a big impact on the music industry, but at the same time, he was a really fucking weird person.
Yeah.
His nose was so fucked up.
Yeah, he got a bit addicted to the plastic surgery.
And what was about it that he wanted to be white so much?
It's a disease. He didn't want to. It's like a pigment disease.
I really think that Michael Jackson really wanted to be a white little girl.
Huh.
Like
A girl?
In the South Park, they have like a really funny episode where like
I know that part, yeah, I
yeah,
know.
it's really funny.
It's so freaky that dark people want to be white. Like in Asia, they do everything with whitening creams and everything. They wanna be like Caucasians
But do you know why?
because they want to be like
No,
Caucasians.
but do you know why it's like good to be pale in Asia?
Because it's like the superior race or what?
No, it's nothing with that. It's about what job you have, what you work with. Because peasants and farmers, they're out in the sun.
Yes, and
so
they get dark.
this
Yeah.
Office people and administrative and
They
know,
don't
people
get.
up in
Yeah.
the system.
Yeah.
They sit
Okay.
inside all day.
Yeah.
So
And at the same time, we, for example, like Estonians, we go to the fucking solarium tanning as much as possible.
Yes, but here in Scandinavia and like Balticums is completely different. Or all parts except Asia, like tan is considered attractive as thing.
No, yeah.
Attractive traits. That's what I want to say.
Yes, but I think when you look at it with tan, it gives you the impression that you have a good life. You know, you're in the sun, vacationing, a little tan.
Yes, of course, for us it's like that, but in Asia it's like you're poor. Because you're working outside.
Yeah.
That also makes sense.
Okay, from Michael Jackson to tanning.
Yeah, like I kind of want to talk about the situation in China.
Yeah.
Right now.
Let's talk about China. It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fuss about it this last month because they dropped the zero COVID rule. They just opened the country completely, no quarantine. Fuck all that COVID shit like overnight basically.
But were they like the most strictest about it?
Yes. One night, everything gone. Because they understood that like it's slowing down their economy, people are getting more and more frustrated with the government. Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. The surveillance side of governments the next 10 years, I think. Because Norwegian police, for example, they started with drones at the end of last year. They can just fly a drone anywhere, locate people from the air.
It's weird, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to the China situation, I've recently been watching some podcasts about this subject, and I recently watched this podcast on the JRE podcast, and this guy was talking about China, and he said that China will collapse in the next 10 years. And his arguments were that China has a massive underpopulation problem, that it's going to be way too much old people than young people, and all the big tech companies in the United States are going to switch from Chinese factories to Indian factories and perhaps Mexican factories.
Yeah.
Because it's so much controversial in these Chinese factories with the horrible labor conditions and stuff like this, and China is also have this I don't know, this big cobalt mining I don't know what we should call it. We shouldn't probably get too much into this subject because it's really dark, but maybe. I don't know. I could maybe see that China might collapse in the next 10 years. It's really interesting seeing what will happen with the Taiwan situation, but I don't think they will invade Taiwan because they won't benefit from it.
I would argue with you because, like, literally, China is producing so much, and like everyone is ordering from China and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they won't
That's
collapse.
True. I think China now the world is as dependent on China,
like
as
very
it is
much
on
dependent
oil right now, basically.
from every corner of the world. everyone is ordering
no,
from
but,
China.
take my job for example. Like we produce medical equipment in Norway. It's like a production line, right? But most of the materials we used to produce this product is made in China. If China would cut the business ties with Norway, my company would be completely fucked, and the price of producing would probably double.
Increase a lot.
I think double, honestly. Because it's just cheaper. They make things effectively and fuck.
Yeah, there's like a lot of discussion all around the world, like, oh, we should like the what are the human child labor and human labor, whatever.
Human.
Yeah, but in the
Trades,
end,
no?
yeah. But in the end, like, we still use it. Like, for example, me in my country, if I have to choose, I go to a store where I know the things are done ethically and stuff. I still go to the other store when I know that it's made in China because it's cheaper for me. Because I care about myself, I want to get the stuff cheaper. Of course, there's people who try to fight it, but at the same time, I try to survive. I still go to the stores that are cheaper. And I think like China and everything, even if they would double their prices and whatever, it will be still cheaper than the things that are done ethically. And people will still go to the stores that are cheaper.
Yeah, people will always choose the cheaper option, I guess.
Yeah. That's yeah. It will still be around the same price if it moves to like India and maybe perhaps Mexico as well. I'm not sure if it will if when we talk about Mexico if it's like in the technology space. I think it's more in like the industrial factor for the United States. Yeah, raw materials and like big like cargo ships and stuff like this. But for the like small electronics that we use every day, microphones, telephone batteries, all that crap, I think it will go pretty smooth to move it to India because they have really many people living in really bad conditions. So it might work. I know that Apple is starting to move a lot of their factories from China over to India. But I don't know, man. It's pretty. We live in pretty strange times, you know. Pretty weird.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a war in Europe, and the energy crisis is crazy, you know. That's also another subject that we can go. What's the main source of energy in Estonia?
Electricity?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it in Estonian? Oh, I want to say it. The gas coming from the earth. How's it in English?
Natural gas?
Natural gas, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't produce it themselves.
No, we don't produce it. We buy it. For example,
I'm not. It from Russia, right?
Yes, now I'm not sure because, to be honest, I don't give a fuck about it because I'm not affected by it. For me, it's just electricity right now that's affecting my.
Pay more, no?
Yes, of course. Yeah. But for example, not this summer. We had 2021. I had this Volkswagen Passat that was driving on CNG, and the kilogram was 75 cents.
Wait,
now,
what is CNG?
This natural earth gas.
That we put into the car?
Yes.
Because, you know, I don't think we have CNG in Norway.
There's like LPG, CNG.
Yes, but I don't understand this. If you have a car that runs on petrol, can you put this CNG shit in your car? Or?
No.
So you have to have a car that is made for CNG.
Yes. For example, my car, when I open the gas thingy, then I can put like regular petrol there, and also I could put the gas in there.
Oh, really?
On the same hole, I had 2 spaces for different things. So if my car primarily it would drive on this earth gas, but if I would run out of it, then I would drive on petrol. But since my car was mostly broken, if I was driving on petrol, it was so fucking expensive. So I tried to like in the rear where you usually have the spare tire, I just had the tank for earth gas. I didn't have a spare tire at all. So, for example, 2 years ago, it was the cheapest possibility was to drive on CNG because it was like economical, it was cheap, blah blah blah. But right now, since the Ukraine-Russian war, whatever the fuck is going on in the world right now, one time I was driving past the fucking station, it was almost €5, and 1.5 years ago it was 75 cents. So it's not double. It's not like 3 times expensive. It was so much more expensive. And I thought to myself, thank the fuck God that I got rid of this fucking car because it would be so fucking expensive to drive on the earth gas.
But I don't understand, where is the fucking CNG technology in Norway? Why don't we have it? Why is it the first time I hear about it is from her, you know?
Because you can put in the CNG gas is weaker than the petrol and diesel cars. So in the Norwegian climate, we could use it, but like we have so many mountains, we have so bad weather that like the car won't handle the weather situation as good. So
it's like, for example, when you have petrol, it's fine, but in the winter time, when you have a diesel car, it's harder to, when it's like really cold, it's sometimes hard to get it to work. But in Estonia, it doesn't get so cold.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's very interesting. I didn't know this.
Me neither.
Yes.
This gas you buy by the kilogram, by the way.
No?
Yes, by kilogram. And for example, like we have those 2 gas options. The bigger cars, for example, like the Ram 2500, they have LPG.
Yeah.
But LPG, for example, it's cheaper. But for example, when you have like this big truck, Ram 2500, it usually takes up 20 kilograms per 100 kilometers. But the LPG is like it used to be 65 cents per kilo. But it uses up so many kilograms per kilometers. So CNG it used maybe a little bit more, but at the same time it was so more compact. So it was a good choice, especially when you were a taxi driver.
Yeah.
But now it's fucked, of course.
Yeah,
everyone trying to get rid of the CNG cars.
Yeah, but it's like with the diesel here in Norway. You know, in 2009, the government was encouraging people to buy diesel. Diesel was cheaper, and they said diesel is better for the environment. Everybody bought diesel. 2 years later, they make
Diesel
it more
bad,
expensive
yeah,
than
blah, blah,
petrol.
yeah.
Diesel is bad. Everybody wants to get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy because they had like lead in the diesel fuel, and the pollution from the lead actually made people stupider. It lowered their IQ by 10 IQ points, so people got like
For
actually
example,
really stupid.
Estonian air is so pure that they are selling the pure air to China, and China,
How do they
I
sell
don't
the
know.
air?
I don't know how the fuck this works, but since Estonia is kind of
The
pure,
government is selling to the China.
the pollution on our country is kind of good, so they sold the clean air to China, and China.
Sends back
They sent back the trams we have, electrical trams we have today, the newest ones, the upgraded ones. So it was like exchange. We give you pure air. So, it kind of evens out in the world.
I'm really curious just how the fuck they send this air. Where
No,
do they release this
but
air?
it's like in Estonia we have clear air, and then somehow we exchange it with China, and then when you mix it up together, you get the average is fine or something like this.
Yes, but it sounds like it's just a metaphorical thing or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, we give your air.
Yes,
Like
something like that.
some
And
spiritual
in
gift
back
or something.
they gave us new, improved, upgraded trams.
Sounds like Estonia kind of scammed China.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Good for Estonia.
Do you pump it in a plastic bottle or like?
Cheers to that. Like, I've
I
seen
don't
people
know.
sell it at eBay or something, like bottle of clean air from Norway or something.
That's true. The Norwegian people also sell air to China.
The government?
Selling, no, not the government. There's private companies. They're selling like half a liter bottle of the regular Coca-Cola bottles. They're like with air, and they're selling it for 100 euros.
That's fucking sick. Is it? I mean, do they just open a bottle, close it, and send it, or?
Yes, I don't really know what to do with it, but I probably think that when the second you open the bottle, you need to breathe it in or snort it in.
Maybe it's like concentrated oxygen in a tank, or that would make a bit sense.
No, so maybe they compress the air into the bottle or vacuum. I don't know what to do, but I know that they're buying it.
Maybe it's some kind of I don't know what it is in English, but quota. Maybe we have because we can buy and sell like CO2 quotes, for example. Maybe it's some kind of this type of thing. Maybe I don't know.
Imagine being a fucking famous person. You just fart into a jar and you can sell it for how much money?
Yeah, but most famous people don't do it because they don't want to be known for that.
Farting in a jar.
Yes. Then it's like,
That's strange.
I can imagine fucking YouTubers or famous streamers doing that.
Yes, but
and
they do.
the fan club they have, they would
They
probably
sell
buy
bath
it.
water and
Yeah.
fucking underwear and all
Yeah.
kinds of sick ass shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Humans are sick.
I don't. Yes, and their fans. Okay, I understand you're a fan, but why the fuck you want someone's socks or underwear?
You know how much fucking incels there is now? That's the new epidemic, man. In Norway, at least, place like this. I think most of the boys from the countryside, either they move into city, get normal lives, or they start working at maybe, I don't know, some tømrer, what's it called? I don't know, it's like fucking electricians or plumbers and
Carpenter.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they go to job and then they come home, sit alone in their apartment and fucking wank to some incel forums or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They probably do. Strange.
If I wouldn't do.
Yeah. Can I get a hit from this whip of yours?
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
have to pee now.
Yeah. That's nice.
God,
You're on fire. You're great.
keep
Keep on
going.
talking. It's this is pure gold, you know.
Yes, we've had interesting topics from Michael Jackson to Earth gas to China to farting in a bottle. Yes.
It's nice. You can talk more about Estonia. You know, it's. I don't think anybody in Norway knows anything about this country. To be honest, very little at
Yeah,
least.
well, Estonia, to be honest, Estonia is kind of random, you know. There's so little of us, and it's so freaky that the country is so small. Whatever the fuck you do there, everyone knows everybody. And if you fuck up, everyone knows. Everyone knows it. And for example, okay, yes, we have those famous people. To be honest, we don't even have famous people in Estonia. You can't call anyone famous in Estonia. For example, like in America, you have celebrities. We don't have celebrities in Estonia. It's just like people know people.
Yeah. Is Robbie Williams big in Estonia?
Of course.
Yeah, he's like real big.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I have a family member that worked as an ambassador in Tallinn, in the embassy.
Okay.
So
okay.
I heard they were at like a concert or something.
Yeah.
With Robbie Williams, and it was
Yeah,
like a big
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's always a big thing. Then a big artist comes, people get crazy, you know. Everything's sold out. For example, like the Rammstein concert we had this summer, last summer.
Yeah.
It was like due to Corona, it was pushed like 2 years, you know, further and further. Oh my God, people were coming from Finland, from Latvia, whatever. And it's just like so fucking crazy. And I don't understand why people want to go to listen to the fucking concert, because there's so much people. It's so annoying. Like everyone's so cramped up, and why you want to go there? The concert, it was on Tallinn concert, how you call it? Concert, not
Hall?
no concert hall.
It was outside.
Yeah, it was outside. How you in English? You know, by the sea. I don't know how to say it in English.
Where is the fucking summer festival every year?
Yeah. And people going there, and just so cramped up there. I don't know.
It's supposed to be like that on concerts, you know? Mosh pits.
Were you there at the Rammstein concert? No.
No. And like for example, the people who bought the tickets ASAP when the concert was called out, later they could make so much money because
sold out
demand was so big.
Yeah.
And they could sell their tickets for like 5 times for the price.
Yeah. Well, a friend of ours that's going to be a regular on this podcast, he was standing outside of the Rammstein concert here in Oslo on like a high block, and he was filming it.
I saw the TikTok.
Yeah, he got like hundreds of millions of views.
I saw that.
It looked like crazy, this crazy concert.
It takes like fucking one video to get famous on TikTok. But also like in Estonia, Rammstein got like a special, they also had like the fire and stuff, and it's not allowed, but Rammstein concert had the special permit for it. And yeah, I saw the videos and stuff, and yes, of course, it was amazing. It was amazing. But to be honest, to be in that crowd, the clients who came to me, the way they were describing like the toilet, how to say it, the toilet, if you wanted to go to the toilet and stuff.
Yeah, of
the
course.
lines for it was fucking horrible. It was so cramped. The prices for the alcohol were ridiculous and stuff like. And afterwards, when you want to go home with a taxi, impossible.
Of course.
So, you know, I'm a person who wants to be comfortable, chill, whatever, and this kind of stuff, I'd rather pass. I imagine the concert was amazing, no doubt,
Yeah,
no doubt.
But, like, don't you think sometimes it's worth to suffer a bit?
Yes, it would be okay to suffer if I go to fucking Tomorrowland. Then I would suffer, yes, of course. Because like the videos I've seen from my friends who went to Tomorrowland is fucking amazing. Like Tomorrowland goes out, like all the stuff that's going on there, amazing.
O'Neal was there once also.
It's like fucking amazing every year. But you know, in Estonia, I don't know.
That's what it is, man.
So what is like the biggest event in Norway? What is the biggest festival in Norway?
It's the Øya festival. It's in around the middle of August.
I think I saw the advertisement for it.
Yeah.
Facebook started to recommend it to me.
Yeah, probably.
It got, I think it was on number 4 on New York Times best festivals in the world.
So,
Yeah, I love it. I go there every year and I have a great fucking time.
It takes place in Oslo?
Yeah, right in the Tøyen, in the center of Oslo.
Ah,
It's very
okay,
funny.
okay.
It's hilarious.
So who are like the most famous artists that have been
so
here?
they have the biggest. This
Okay.
year it was the biggest guys.
Gorillas, no?
Huh?
Gorillas.
Yeah, Gorillas played.
Last summer?
Yeah, this summer or last year, and Nick Cave played, and there was some other really big names too. Now I've forgotten a lot of them.
Who's
but
coming this year?
this year they haven't announced. Blue is coming. You know. Yeah, Blur. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
let me check it out. How it's called? Write it to me.
Very good. I love this festival.
Probably
It's
with those
fantastic.
festivals, the moment they end, they already have the next.
Not yet. Yeah.
Later.
And but last time before COVID, it was like Kendrick Lamar
Okay.
and
Tame
Erykah
Impala.
Badu, Tame Impala. It was
Okay.
like huge artists that played that.
So I'm pretty sure I got eye contact with Kendrick on that concert.
It was
I was
crazy.
standing right in front of him.
Yeah, me too. I was right up there.
Show
It's
me.
great, fantastic. I love this concert, man.
This is for this year?
This festival, I mean.
Yeah, but there's not everything announced yet.
Okay, Shy Girl. But the other
This
one.
kid is pretty sick. It's the guy that has that song with Skepta, you know?
Fred again played last year, the DJ. He was pretty cool.
It's the bad energies they far away. Energies they far away. Det er whisky nå.
Ja, ikke sant.
Da spiller den da. Faen.
Ja, det har vært fett, ass. Kult hvis Skepta kom.
Ja, det var det, ass. Ikke jeg skal se Skepta igjen, ass.
Jeg gleder meg til festivalen, ass. Fy fader, det er gøy, ass. Jesus Christ.
Ja. Skal være frivillig i år, eller?
Ja, men jeg skal prøve å jobbe på opprigg, ass. For da får man hele festivalen
Ja, sant, ass.
i en smell, liksom.
Ja, 4 dager med arbeid, altså.
4 dager med arbeid, 4 dager med fyll.
Ja.
Jeg vet ikke, dere. Det har vært litt jævlig hyggelig. Fucking great podcast. Når damen kommer tilbake, så tror jeg faktisk vi runder av oss. For nå har jeg sittet her i 40 minutter.
Ja.
Det er fin første klipper vi litt. Bomsnakk. Litt å klippe i. Det blir bra det her. Jeg tror det her blir helt kanon, ass. Om det blir så mye finans fremover og sånn, det får vi se på. Det blir jo ikke hovedtema i denne podden. Det blir vel mer fuck around og kødd og faenskap, jeg tenker. Det blir litt tull, men etter hvert Thomas Due er jo en planlagt gjest, og det blir gøy å ha med han. Så vi får
Jeg føler nesten han burde være fast gjest, altså.
Han burde det. Jeg har lyst til det, men han er en busy man, så vi får se. Men Sindre Thomas Due, det tror jeg blir gull verdt. Det blir gull verdt, altså. Hvis ikke nå har 100 000 views på TikTok etter det, så vet jeg ikke.
Ja.
Jeg vet det faktisk ikke.
Det er lysa vi chaser.
Det er vi som chaser, vet. Det er denne podden her, det kommer til å bli noe, jeg tror det blir veldig spennende.
Ja. Men jeg tror jeg bare meddeler at jeg er podcastens kunst- og Øst-Europa-korrespondent med en gang.
Ja, det er helt rett i. Dimitri tar for seg. Dimitri snakker jo flytende russisk også, så det er jo veldig fint å få, når vi kommer til denne Ukraina-konflikten, at vi har litt eyes on the ground, på en måte.
Ja, jo da.
Jo, og så kommer neste gang, eller gangen etter der igjen, så kommer også Chris Koms, som er en ny upcoming fashion designer fra Oslo. Så han har mye på hjertet og mye å snakke om, så det blir veldig kult.
Bare å følge med på han og koppe noen pieces.
Absolutt. So yes, thank you very much for this podcast. It's been fantastic having you guys here, and I hope you guys will be back another time. So yeah, we'll round it up here. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Yes.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's in the books.
vær så god.